All right. So our next activity is going to be this handout here. It says Design Challenge, and then it says Create a complex pattern, filling in the space below. And what I'm going to do first, before I begin working on this assignment, is I'm actually going to write my name here. So I'm going to write Mr. Ford. And it's important to do this legibly, meaning that it can be read. That way, not only me, but other people are able to tell if it's your work. Today is the 24th, so 9/24. It might be a different day when you do this assignment, but I'm just going to write 9/24 for today. And then your mod, it depends on your grade level, but I'm just going to put 3A. Okay. And in this box, I need to create a complex pattern. A complex pattern, if I'm going to explain it as simply as I can, is you're going to combine a bunch of different patterns. Now, you don't have to do the patterns that are on this handout you've received for the warm-up. Okay, you could actually make up your own if you want. But I am going to offer some tips. The first one I recommend would be to divide up this rectangle. You could divide it up with different types of lines. Maybe you do different shapes. It is entirely up to you. So for this one, I'm going to do circles, kind of like how I started my warm-up for day one. Just to make it interesting. And I think my plan's going to be to fill in these bubbles with different patterns. And another thing I'm going to do is in the negative space, that means the area that is not inside the circle, I'm going to do kind of some striped lines here. And again, this is something that you do not have to do. I would actually encourage you to invent your own pattern because I'm interested to see what kind of art you make, not the kind of art that I make. And then I'm going to start putting in different patterns in the different circles, maybe in the background. I'm also going to think about what sorts of colors I want to use. Do I want to use a warm color scheme? Or do I want to use a cool color scheme? Or maybe I want to do both. So I'm thinking for this, I'm going to do a warm color scheme in the circles and a cool color scheme in the back. I'm doing that because warm colors tend to advance in space, meaning it looks like it gets closer to us, and cool colors kind of like stay in the background. So with my cool color scheme in the background, my warm colors in the foreground, it's going to make these bubbles literally pop. So I'm going to go ahead and start adding some patterns in here. And let's see, I like this one. Let's try this one here. It kind of looks like a planet almost. It's kind of cool. Okay, and then I'm going to add lines go in different directions. Just like this. And the last thing I'll do is start adding color to this. But I'm not going to spend my whole time on this video completing this, just because I want to make sure you get time to work. So here's where I'm at with this one. Another one I've been working on looks like this. And the same thing, I'm kind of completing that same concept of dividing up my background and then adding in different patterns. So I'll do one pattern here. I've literally gone through and just tried to add different ones in different areas. Even the blue lines have kind of patterns from this handout. So for this part, I'm going to do a bunch of triangles. Let's do that. And I'm going to do, I think, warm triangle. Nah, we'll start in black first, and then I'm just going to try and fill this whole area up with as many triangles as I can. Okay, I think that's good enough. And then I need to do a background color. So let's do a cool color. We'll do turquoise. Just going to come in here and fill in the background. Just like this. And I think I'm going to make my triangles orange. I like a turquoise and orange color scheme. I think it's a good balance. And notice too here, I'm using the tip of my pencil just because the background is so close together with all these different triangles. All right, almost done, almost done. Perfect, okay. Now I'm going to find an orange I want to use. This looks good. And I'm just going to color in all my triangles with this. It's not really even orange. It's almost like a tangerine kind of color. Just like that. Sometimes I got to take breaks because my wrist gets tired from coloring so much. All right, almost done. All right, there you go. So that should give you an idea of how to create your complex pattern. You're putting together different types of patterns and you're filling in this entire box, okay? I'm going to continue to work on the one I started here, but I won't spend the whole time doing it in this video. All right, good luck.